Welcome,
Welcome.
Enemy Lily fans. How you guys doing? Legendary Dash as always. Here with,
I'm the Manga Man.
and we're here to live read and review. Time going to the review in the description and below. My Hero Academia chapter 241. Answer to the interview question. And guys, we just finished the villain arc, one of the best arcs of My Hero, right, Sam?
Oh my god, it was great. I mean, we knew that the villain arc was going to end either this chapter or last chapter, but we're kind of glad. That last chapter we're back to the heroes now. We see how powerful Shigaraki is now, and the heroes need to step up because this guy's OP.
Yeah. So let's get straight to it, guys. To the My Hero chapter where the heroes are back in the spotlight. So let's go, guys. Live reaction starting now. And comment with your thoughts about this episode. About this chapter. What do you guys think about it? So live reaction now. All right. Answer the interview questions. Just 30 minutes after getting your license, and the two of you are already putting the pro heroes to shame. To work so well together, you must get along quite well. Back at the UA Dominataries, if that's what it looks like to you, you ought to get your eyes and brain checked. Of course, Bakugo says that we get along well. Of course, Orochi is like playing the good guy. What? Don't go spilling bullshit like that. Since when we ever get along, bastard? We spent a lot of time together throughout our dormitory courses. What kind of system is that? How much do we spend time together? Have nothing to do with how well we get along. What do you mean by system? What if you get down on your brain check? Okay, wow.
Okay. The heroes are finally back. Yep, okay.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
They took out the villains and they put in heroes again.
I like that. That's pretty dope.
Chapter 241. Answer the interview questions.
Next page. Late December 1-8, a few days before the winter break. We get along well. You two were interviewed for a full hour. Yes, rather than a fear I felt. But Bakugo got completely cut. In a way, I guess they were covering for him. You can't even see him. Use my footage, damn it! Well, it's his fault, for screaming the whole time. He's a far cry from all my... Mineta, get off the desk. He mad. Shut the hell up, Deku, bullhead! Already your third interview, and yet you finally running the media on Princeton portrayal of the provisional license incident.
This concludes our interview with these new reliable provisional heroes. We can't wait for them to begin their activities as pro heroes, anything to prevent a repeat of the tragedy which befall Deika City. Today marks the 9th day since the incident. It took 20 people just 50 minutes to bring Deika City to the brink of annihilation. I heard that the extent of the damage was even worse than in Kamino. Fortunately, the casualties count was limited due to the remoteness of the city. It seems an act that was organized in order to illustrate the failures of heroes. So let's hear what the citizens themselves have to say.
It would be foolish to be blamed, Deika City heroes. Rather, it's time we begin discussing restrictions on quirk usage. The heroes aren't the ones to blame. You can investigate all you want now, but hindsight is 2020. We want the heroes to keep doing their best. We will do our best In previous incidents, in which the heroes were set up, they were the ones who accepted the blame. Hero expert Oreo. However, in this day and age, we have reached the turning point. Rather than placing blame the hero, we have transitioned, giving encouragement to quite a different perspective from that kid back then. That's pretty adorable. Maybe it's because Endeavor really tried his best. Don't be optimistic. Come on!
You might think that the winds are changing in our favor, but if you look deep down, you'll find it's a growing sense of urgency and unrest. Were those really good words of encouragement towards heroes, or perhaps just a prayer for victory? Recently, Hero Society became talented by showbiz, but now heroes are back in demand in the truest sense.
I love how Midnight looks. And Mountain Lady. Big booty holes right there. I like it. Mountain Lady, since you guys are getting more media exposure, now I'm inviting a special guest. I haven't even gotten more exposure. Well, do better next time. I mean, I'm not the one to talk, but this isn't the showbiz tainted person right here. Silence! Of course, Mineta's like, today we'll be doing media training. The beautiful me will teach you how to properly behave as a hero. I don't really get what we're doing, but everyone, let's get with the program plus ultra.
We'll be doing hero interview practice. Oh, that's it. What an incredible display, Shota-san. What do you mean? Please act like you just did something incredible, okay? Okay. What kind of hero do you aim to be, Shota-san? Oh, they're starting for real. Someone whose presence puts others at ease. A brilliant answer, but if someone as handsome as you came to my rescue, my heart rate would double.
Do you have a heart problem or something? Oh, you're too much. He is so cute. I want him. Oh, wow. Okay. What kind of special attacks do you have? Wow, Mountain Lady. Huh, she's very interesting. Heaven piercing ice wall. It has a vast range of usage. It can cover a wide range, confine people in the vicinity, and allow people to find footing, among other things. I also have a rather violent move that acts as a wave of both heat and cold.
Oh, isn't that the thing we used during the joint practice with Class B endeavors? Brilliant scorching fist. Ah, that's my father's move. Huh? I still can't hold a candle to him yet, but I'll go even further beyond plus ultra. Now, I don't want to attack your personality or anything, but if you want to put people at ease, it'd be great if you could smile a bit more. A smile from you and the lilies will drop like flies. If I smile, they'll die? Enough of that already.
He's so slow. We really, our movesets in an interview, that's not the right mindset to you, students. Not everyone knows what kind of people you are. Your special attacks symbolize who you are. They demonstrate what you are capable of. To your fellow heroes, they're a key to different team building. To villains, they're a warning of your presence. To the citizens, they're a signal that they can trust you with their lives. They are profound reason as to why you heroes yell to their names. What the hell up until now, all she was concerned about was how she looked in front of the camera. It's not just Mountain Lady. Right now, all the heroes are being put in by the #1 hero.
I am the one who runs with the full weight of my brother's ingenium will. I can feel your sincerity. With my limited knowledge and memory, you can be sure to leave everything to me. Your confidence makes you elusive reliability. Everything is weightless in front of me. Putting others at ease is also an important skill. Glory shall not come to those who do not know of darkness. Yes, such incredible good vibes. Those standing behind me will never get hurt. Whoa, so cool. Oh, you guys, why do I even bother worrying? You're all totally nailed it.
Look, excuse me. I don't say half-ass things. Shut the hell up and follow me. There's still one person who doesn't get it, huh? I know you don't really get along well with the rest of humanity. With the rest of humanity. Sorry, because of me, you were entirely cut from. Don't get cocky. I'll never be influenced by a bastard like you. Okay. Perhaps Awizankan should teach him a lesson on media evidence.
Avoidance.
No, there's someone else who could probably serve as a better role model. Deika-kun, right? What a brilliant performance. Good, that's very good.
Personally, what did you think of your own performance? It was good. Well, he's using my hard-hitting quirk. He's too stiff. Come to think of it, he's never really had the chance to do something like this, has he? It seems that a lot of your moves pay a tribute to All Might. Is this because you admire him? Yes! Why are you so loud all of a sudden? But just paying tribute isn't enough. So I tried to customize All Mights on my own. For example, Delaware is in a state. It's part of our All Might's tutorial. Or so recently during training, I've been using the name Delaware Smash together with Air Force to create my new move, Delaware Smash Air Force. That's an essay and a half. By the way, I heard that recently went crazy and involved, but is everything all right? And then we see.
All right. He's concentrating. He's thinking. In his presence, it disappeared. It's been 2 weeks since that incident. I tried to practice it, constructing an image. It hasn't disappeared. The guy said it has a power that I have to master. It's a power that exists within me. It's just locked up right now. It's there. It locked up. Then that it means that I can choose when I want to release that power. I've gotten past the point of not being able to summon the power. Now just need to learn to control it, output, just like I learned how to release a percentage of one for all. Everybody's staring, everybody's looking. Oh, he's about to do a shoot style with it.
All right. That was cool shoot style. That might have just been a little splurt, but that's the first step to controlling it. Now I can just take my time and the hell was that? A weak move like that ain't something to be happy about.
Did you put an all-nighter again? Principal, now I have been sleeping well. Please do not worry. It seems that you can't even recognize your own exhaustion. There are many records for our predecessors, so not sleeping is bad for your hair. I have a report for you soon. Internships will start again. Get stronger. Show your ability. You don't get nervous, do you? Chapter 241 end. Well, that's the end of the live reaction for chapter 241. So much things to talk about, guys. Let's get down to it. So the internships will start in this next arc that's coming up, and now I know why he said that the next arc will get bigger after this villain arc, right, Sam?
Yeah, it's nice that we're going back to heroes now. We're done with the villain arc, and then now we're going into back to the internship. But before that, they have to practice interviewing questions, which it's normal when it comes to like working business and jobs.
Definitely normal.
But I feel like it's kind of like with Young Justice Outsiders, how Beast Boy pretty much quit the show business and go back to the hero business, but made his own team and brought them up to the light so that society can see how great heroes can be, how a new form of younger heroes can join in, has nothing to part with the Justice League, no nothing. And they could be big stars and be populated and being like hashtag outsiders, hashtags hero society, basically, is what we're getting. It's a good thing that you get more exposure, but it's also kind of a bad thing where you give the villains or other people who has a chance to go against you.
Agreed, because it's because Mountain Lady said that you have to show off your quirk in this during this interview. But I didn't understand why. But when she said it, I understand what she's going for. It's to help the civilians, help the heroes to understand, who they are, understand power. Also show some fear into the villains. But also, I'm not really a big fan of that because you're also showing your
ultimate
goal.
move.
Yes, your ultimate move or your ace up your sleeve is what I was trying to go for. And I understand what I'm trying to go for, Mountain Lady. But I feel like that's not like she's trying to go for the wrong way, because to show your ace up your sleeve and show your best move is not that great, because then those villains will know how powerful you are, how to counter your move, stuff like that.
Exactly. I definitely agree with you. Like there are so many examples I can give into this same thing with like the whole Marvel's Civil War between Iron Man wants all the heroes to be has identification, knows who you are and everything, and know like who identity and work for the government business. While Captain America, we don't need to reveal our ourselves, abilities, because our loved ones could be in danger. There's so many dangers in the process of letting out your secrets into the world, because it could be used against you in the future. So I don't know. We know about Mount Lady. She likes to show off. She likes to be in the camera spotlight, try to get that popularity game, mainly to get the money. Like it is about getting profits and more money in, almost like The Boys. Have you guys seen it? Like, it's not like it's the worst thing. I just feel there's so many flaws into this process.
But let's see how this goes with going to the next arc with internship. See how this arc goes. But also to talk about, I love the chemistry between Bakugo and the crew of 1A was amazing. They did not hold back in this chapter with Bakugo screaming the way he speaks, the way he screams, the way his attitude, his anxiety, the way he just comes up with these people, the way he just screams at everybody. And I love how they say, "Oh, I know you have your problem with you and the rest of humanity." He didn't say, "Oh, the rest of the class, the rest of the school." He said, "The rest of humanity." I love that line. It was amazing. And I love how they also talk about the problem and damage to Deika City. And I love how they're trying to cover up. Mm-hmm. And I love how they say, "Oh, the thing we should fix it with the heroes and the usage," stuff like that. I love how they just brought that, like, we want the heroes to continue doing the best, but the heroes aren't the ones to blame. You can investigate all you want, but the hindsight is 2020, and also you have to have restrictions on the quirk usage. So I love how that's been discussed, like all the civilians' background, stuff like that. Like we getting the people's opinion. So I love that.
I think more it's a cover-up, basically, from the Liberation Army with League of Villains kind of thing. Because if the news media and everybody finds out, it turns out to be the League of Villains or the Liberation Army, if you catch wind of it, the heroes would know about it and they'll go for it, go investigate
Of
into it.
course.
Also, if the news media found out, they'd be like, why didn't the heroes do anything? How come the heroes wasn't there? Mainly the people who were around the Deika city is just covering up saying, oh no, it's a common tragedy. No, I'm sorry. It's just natural disasters in that sort of way. The heroes are not to blame. They should be encouraged. They did come to help. And so like they should be encouraged. They shouldn't be blamed for the stuff to help them become better people. It's just a basic cover up so that you don't, if you don't mention the name of the villains, you don't get the blames of the heroes or anything like that.
But thing is to not to continue going on about that. Let's talk about we have our characters going into the interview. To the internship. So who do we want to go with next? Because now we have Midnight dead, so my man Deku cannot go back to Midnight. We have also Blue Genius dead supposedly, so Bakugo cannot go back to him. So my goal is that Deku could go to, if he wants to master or know how to control his black quirk, and like evolve his shoot style of that, he should go to Shinji, the wood style hero. That's what I'm going for, because his style of his quirk is very similar to what my man Deku has right now. So I think that's what we should go for, Deku's hero.
Maybe, but with All Might doing this extra work for Deku of finding out the successor of One for All, all the predecessors, maybe he can find someone closer to predecessors and be able to train under their interns or their rookies or their partners in that sort of way. Just like how Midnight was the sidekick for All Might. Why not work for the other predecessors' interns or like previous interns? Now they're like probably their management stores.
That is a good point. So we don't know who each of these people are going to go to, so we have to see. But we definitely have to talk about one thing that's been brought up in this chapter. It's very smooth panel that we saw of the villain arc that we saw Redestro. Redestro kept doing this a lot of times. Who did this in this chapter, Sam?
Kaminari, the Thunder guy.
He didn't do exactly with his hand.
No, he did. He did do it. Well,
with this hand.
Like this. No, you have to use his left hand.
Well, Sam, in this panel, he's doing it like this with his left hand. And
no, it literally is that one. Just index finger and thumb. You see his shoulder to the side, mainly for the camera view. If you were to look at it from like that forward, you're using your right arm. Yeah. Your right hand.
Yeah.
So,
but overall, he still did it. Don't matter the hand, whatever it may be.
It's still the same signature,
same signature and signal. So who knows if that's a traitor? If that is what he's trying to signal, maybe Hiroshi is trying to signal that, hey guys, this is Red Harry, or maybe that's his own pose that he's trying to copy. Who knows? But this is a big red herring, though.
I mean, like if he is the traitor, I don't really mind it. Because I wasn't so curious of who was the big traitor is. He says, I'm thinking like maybe it's Mineta. It'll be the most crazy curveball. But
that would be a weird one.
Mineta is not by himself though. He's always with Kaminari because they both are kind of perverts. They would do these sort of stupid shit. And like you could blend into, nobody will realize that you're the traitor if you're like one of the silly, wacky kind of thing. I mean, look at Toby. It turns out he was Obito this whole time. It's all OP and shit. So
you're right. So that's a very good point. So we talk about a lot. We have been long enough talking. Do you have anything else to add, Sam?
I'm good.
So guys, if we missed it to talk about, if you want to continue the conversation, because guys, there's a lot to talk about in this chapter. So definitely join the Discord server down in the description down below, or comment with your thoughts about this chapter. What do you guys think about it? I like having this chapter. I like comedy bits and everything. So let's have a conversation down below, guys. As well, like the video as well. Subscribe if you want more anime content, because thank you guys for getting us to the 1K this past weekend. Very much, guys. Talk to you guys next time in the next My Hero Academia video.
Peace.